what we've done. Joking our world, loading the gun. Some minds are free. Greed is a prison, so hard to see. How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? Oh, look at what we've done. Oh, look at what we've done. Nothing left to give. Bracking the earth, the place where we live. Water we can't drink. Chemical spills, rivers that stink. How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? How many care? How many stand up?
There's certain times I listen to John Lawrence when the words of his songs really creep into my head.
We've done.
Sometimes what we learn, what we hear in the news is just exactly what we fear every day. Anyway, pardon my nostalgia. Anyway, it's Thursday, baby, and it's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. If I can get this all, no, wrong mouse. Look at there. John's always got some mistake going on. Bart Larson is the first one to jump in, followed by that smart-ass squaw. Hi, Martha. The remixtress is with us, thank goodness. Jeanette Miller is here. Michael Johnson is in the room. Jess Coggins. Jeanette Miller, thank you very much. Adina Michael. Let me see. Nancy Halverson is here. Thank you. BW. Pepper Roberts with Kenneth and Scout. All right. Good. Got the whole family there. And gather around. Karen Van Wick. Jesus, I'm going to start combining the two. Hello, baby. How are you doing? Donnie Ware is here. I swear my mind is like gone. It's toast nowadays. Jess Coggins, Carol Lowe. Let me see. I was trying to get down here. Bart Larson. Randy Peterson. There he is. Woo, pig, buddy. How's the fishing? I've seen the pictures. Ain't it something? Fishing one day out on a boat. You got a rough life, man. I'm telling you. I hope you're enjoying it, brother. Jacqueline is here. Let me see. I was trying to get down here there because I noticed in here that Bruce Preston's in here. Oh, where are they? Let me see. Anyway, Michael Johnson's with us. Curtis Wood. Let me get on down here before I just get lost. I just noticed that Stephanie and Jay are here, but they got plans later. I bet Jay's got plans. Anyway, Donald Williams is here. Thank you very much. Media Main 6. Thank you for joining us. Anyway, baby, it's Thursday, baby. What a Thursday. A lot in the news. It started, the last several days we've been following the death of young Tyree Nichols in Memphis, Tennessee, and it continues to grow into a story that we all are just beside ourselves with questions about how this could happen. And 5 officers already charged with second-degree murder, attempted kidnapping, assault, various charges. These are police officers, and this does not bode well. They say the video is horrific. They're going to release it Friday evening, really. about 6 o'clock their time, I think. That they're really hoping a lot of people don't see it. But I think something of this magnitude is just something that we all are not going to be able to not see. And that combined with a lot of other things that's in the news lately. Last night they came out, or yesterday, whatever it was, a couple days ago, whatever. The doomsday clock is 90 seconds to midnight. And when you back up, I did a video earlier, when you back up and look at the events happening around the world, it's supposed to be intended to scare you. 90 seconds, so a minute and a half, baby. That's pretty close. That's closest it's ever been. And I just look back at my life and thinking, man, yeah, it's pretty screwed up on the world stage, on the national stage. We got things we have to deal with, and none of them are good. None of them are good. And but we have to keep persevering. Let me see. I see SC down here. I have not seen SC in a while. Let me see if I can get him up here. And David's got his hand up here. Let me snag David. Let me see if I can get SC up here. Or David. There he goes. There he is. SC Smith, how are you?
Hello, John. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. And yourself?
I'm good. I missed your birthday. Sorry about that. So happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I'm feeling better about it. I already made it through 70, so now, what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah, so I'm going to hang around for a while, I think.
Yeah, one day at a time.
One day that's what the song says anyway.
Yep.
Well, good. I'm glad you come in to visit us. And David, are you with us?
Hey, John, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. And yourself?
Decent. Happy birthday, and for your birthday, I promise no football talk.
No football talk. Yeah, I don't talk about no football. It sucks.
Not really much to talk about.
No, there isn't. Not a damn thing to talk about. I'll still, yes, BW, you do hear kitties. I have all 5 of them at my feet as we speak. But I do have, I don't have a date yet, but they've made contact with me at the pet place where I'm taking my cats, and we got the first 2 scheduled. A little bit in Sissy, who is the other mama cat outside. First 2 to go. The ones that have been cranking them out. So I'm on the road to recovery from being a cataholic, I guess. I don't know. Trying to work on it, though. So what do y'all think? 90 seconds, baby. That's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I remember it being about 5 minutes.
Yes. That's something this is something that most of us have heard all of our life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anyone from the Cold War era,
yeah,
we remember it very well.
Don Cheeto says, look on the bright side. Earth will heal with time. Defective humans aren't compatible with the planet anyway, considering how flawed mankind is. This is good news, guys. To look at it, we're fleas, is what we are.
Mother Earth will be just fine as soon as we're not here harassing her.
Yeah,
no
indeed.
more. I mean, and until then, she's got a best buddy, and it's called Mother Nature, and she's got a bone to pick with us. And and right now she's picking that bone pretty good. So,
I always thought it was arrogant of us to call it the end of the world. The world's not going to end. It'll be the end of humanity.
Yeah, it'll just start over without us.
Even if it doesn't even have to start over.
If we don't kill ourselves off in other ways before then. If Mother Nature doesn't get it, we're going to do it to ourselves.
Look in the early days of quarantine and how much things changed just from people staying indoors for a few weeks.
It's made an impact.
That's just a few weeks.
It has changed people. The pandemic did change people because, it all caused us to stop, pause, and think about, holy shit, all the things we touch, where we go, how many people you walk around that are coughing or hacking or some shit. That's the world we're in.
The world will recover very quickly.
I think it'll do this fine. Like I said, if we don't knock each other off in the process. Bernadette, how are you, darling?
I'm fine. You heard what Biden did, signing this Tongass reinstatement of no roads into this natural heat sink on the planet. So we're not going to just sell out the Tongass National Forest to corporations so they could go in there and tear it up like they do the Amazon. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The world has the possibility of healing itself if we would just stop for a minute.
If we would, but it seems like we can't. It seems like that wheel is, they say at some point we hit
Johnny,
a
it's
tipping
not
point.
that we can't.
It's we won't.
That we won't.
We have a percentage of our population that's delved into the ridiculous. You've heard of Ted Cruz's most recent crusade, right? Against the Xbox.
Oh yes. Oh
is
yes.
Putting a power save feature.
Jesus, yeah, it's all that.
Kids woke.
Woke. You're gonna get all woke with it. That is so ridiculous.
Are we as voters and Democrats and people in the United States, as citizens of the United States, going to continue to be sidetracked with all this bullshit?
At a certain point,
that's my question.
A certain point of our part of our population will. Those that watch Fox will grab that and say, "See, look at there. They're trying to shove it down your kid's throat or something." Does it make a difference in the grand scheme? No.
There's more of us.
There's more of us, and there's more important things than Xbox.
Exactly. And so, are we going to continue to be sidetracked with the Republican Party and the bullshit that they pull out, or are we going to call them out on their shit?
We're going to have to call them out on their shit. And since you said that, I did notice a poll. They talked about it on the news this morning that 75% of Americans are now very highly unhappy in the direction that the House of Representatives has chosen to go. And that includes Republicans. They're not too happy with this shit. All the problems in this country, and you're going to worry about Hunter Biden's pecker.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what I say about all former presidents, vice presidents, and senators or House of Representatives, anybody that has had any involvement with the Gang of Eight and high intelligence, top secret documents. Y'all better check your shit.
They all better check their shit.
Okay? All of you. All of you need to check your shit and make sure you don't pull up a pen and say,
because this is getting ridiculous. It lessens the effect of the real tragedy, which is what Donnie did, and it's diluting it with other.
Here's another real tragedy that I see out of that. These 17 intelligence agencies, which classify documents and handle the documents and all the rest of that, also have a problem with the documents being so loosely served out and not collected back in the first damn place. There's some serious shit going on here.
Everything is supposed to be tracked. Everything is supposed to be, if it's checked out by any agency, they're supposed to know it's gone. It's supposed to be signed out by somebody, a chain of custody.
How long has Pence been out of office? How long was Biden out of office as a senator and his shit check wasn't checked as a senator because they found papers all the way back to that. Come on, you guys. Come on. Somebody
not
is
looking
our
government's not looking good when shit like that happens. Let me send out a quick thank you to Rex Trek, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "I hear George Santos's new drag name is Emma Liar." Yep. There's a story that just keeps on giving. He's going to have his ass in a crack, though. That's another one that really is a distraction, but at the same time, at the same time,
it's serious enough because we're paying this fucker to be a distraction now.
Well,
and remember that other Republicans are looking at Santos's the way they're treating him right now, and they're gearing up to run the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All he did was take what Trump did to the extreme. And their pattern is the next extreme, the next crazy. There's no end to it.
There's no end to it. No. But we keep getting sidetracked with that shit instead of passing laws that says, hey, you know what? If you lie to the Federal Elections Committee or whoever the fuck they are, and you make fraudulent papers and you go back and you re-amend them and they're still fraudulent and you're signing people's names to them and they say, hey, I didn't sign that shit.
Yeah.
Hello. What are we waiting for? Go pick his ass up. Go handcuff this fucker, because obviously there's something wrong. And then, let's say guilty until proven innocent, like you do the rest of us.
Well,
security risk until proven innocent. He's a security risk.
Did you see Kevin McCarthy? This is just pitiful. George Santos made me think of it, but it didn't concern him this time. when McCarthy was up there and he's talking about removing Democrats from committees. Adam Schiff and Swalwell, taking them off committee, and he's talking about the reason he's doing it is to uphold the integrity of the committees.
Oh, he's a hypocrite beyond.
The word integrity should not come out of that man's mouth.
I am glad to see the Democrats draw the line with Ellen Omar and her, and looks like they're gonna fight for her.
Because she has to be voted off by the House.
Correct.
It's not just McCarthy's whim and wish.
Yeah, there's other involved.
She has to have the House board vote.
I'm just listening.
Are you? Well, jump in anytime you want, darling. How are you?
All that stuff she said.
Yeah, all that stuff she just said. I'm telling you.
I don't want to spend the next 2 years being distracted by what's coming out of the Republicans, because we've already seen this shit show before. We've done this before.
Exactly.
And
have you seen
serious issues here that need to be fixed?
Have you seen what? Go ahead, SC. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that's kind of why I kind of set myself to stay away from this distraction. I don't follow too much. I see what I see on Twitter. But I'm not gonna get myself wrapped up into this. I mean, the 4 years of Trump, my God, that was
enough.
Horrible. It was enough.
Yo, God, it's so easy.
It's
this is my job.
God. But I will say one thing. I think that Georgia is fixing to deal with Trump.
Yes.
From what I'm hearing and seeing from a lot of reliable sources, but like I said, this like I said before, I was getting so tired of former this and former that, saying this is going to happen and this is going to happen.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happens. I want to hear the current person make something happen. And so I think Georgia might be getting ready to drop the.
I'm like you, and we're all like this. We're tired of watching that asshole get off with shit left and right. And now with the documents case going with Mike Pence and Joe Biden already got. It is weakening the case against him, but I don't think it's not apples. To apples. It's totally different. But the world is tired of watching this shit get away. Get away with it.
And now we know that that's not going to be the case that that holds him up. This Georgia case is going to be the one, which it should be a state case because you know what, he can't be federally pardoned for that shit.
That's where he committed the crime.
Exactly.
That's where he committed the crime. So let that play forward.
Don't put it past Kemp to do something stupid. Okay, don't put it past Kemp.
I don't know. That would be really detrimental if he did. I think the Republican Party, even down there, they're ready to move on from Donnie. They see him now as nothing but an anchor on their ass. The only people that are still attracted to him are your outright maggots.
Well, speaking of Satan.
Satan? That's the guy?
Satan.
Oh, man. There's a prime example, isn't he? Yeah. With his shit going on down in Florida with books and African-American studies and stuff. Really painting a picture here.
I got enough to worry about. My own asshole in office. And Trump, he's over here winning golf tournaments at his golf clubs, which we know is fucking bullshit, but
He won the tournament, didn't he? He won the tournament. I seen it in the news.
But there's a guy that
this is the first round, but
there's a guy that wrote the book. I can't remember what the name of the book was, but I've seen this guy talk a couple times. And he's talking about how there was like one tournament he had there, and he demanded, he win, and he needed a trophy. And the moral of the story is these people emptied a damn glass vase out of one of the rooms and gave it to him. And they said he sat there for like 30 minutes holding this damn glass vase, giving a speech about how good of a golfer he was.
Boy, that is shit.
It's just the vase out of one of the rooms at the resort or where the hell it was. My God.
The video they showed the other day of him at Diamond's funeral. Boy, howdy shit.
It was ridiculous.
It was embarrassing.
It was ridiculous. You know what? I'm so glad he was there because you know what? She was embarrassing.
Yeah. Like I say, if you're,
And she deserved it. And that goes down in history. And she deserved every minute of his ass being there talking political bullshit at her funeral. And not even recognizing that her sister freaking existed.
and she's sitting right there. She's sitting right there. It was, and he goes on about himself, and then call him melanoma, the best first lady this nation ever. Oh, it just went on and on and on. Shit. It is sickening.
When it comes to porn pictures, he's absolutely right.
Yeah. If you want your wife's ass hanging outside the airplane, well, go ahead and go for it. Did y'all hear the good news today, though, about the economy, the economic numbers coming up? That it's on the upswing. I'm trying to find the words in which indicator it was. It was the consumer price index, I think it is.
You got the story, John.
Yeah, I know it. I'm trying to remember it. It was in my head a little while ago. Now it's just bouncing around in there. No, they had good numbers came out today, indicating that the economy is not doing as bad. We have a record number of jobs. Wages are up, but we still have a road to go through. But
well, it makes you wonder how much the Fed actually manipulates us by what they say is going on, what they want to go on. What really happened was people had an influx of money because they had their stimulus, their COVID, their whatever. They had some money. So instead of doing this deep recession, people started spending this money again. They had it saved for a minute, but now they're spending it again. And it kept it from doing whatever it was that they thought it was going to do.
Right.
That 2.9% growth is going to keep us out of recession. It's a GDP. And it's just enough growth to keep us ahead of recession worries. It's not a lot, but it is out of recession territory, and it also belies the whole doom and gloom that so many have been painting, mostly the GOP people.
Right.
The sad thing is that they're still looking at a lot of major corporations trying to tend to inflation through layoffs, through firing people, which is their traditional way of doing it.
And the mega corporations are fucking doing that shit.
Oh yeah.
Well, and then there's more, corporations buying corporations, becoming a bigger corporation. God, I hate that.
Yeah, we're not busting monopolies fast enough.
Monopolizing on an industry, yeah. It's
we call Google on it at least. Start.
As well, they need to be called on it.
Oh God,
and Scamazon needs to be called on it too.
Yeah.
Well, and when we're looking at those bigger ones, there's smaller ones going on all over the place that you don't even think about.
If you saw the announcement from Amazon, they're getting rid of the charity site, the Amazon Smile site, that automatically takes a portion of your purchases and gives it to the charity of your choice.
Yeah.
So they're doing away with that in February.
Huh.
Yeah.
Mighty sad.
Yeah, Amazon
they
definitely
shipped me the wrong part. Well, they shipped the part that just wasn't the right size. I ordered that vest from Amazon for Vicky.
Yes.
It came in. Yeah, good luck getting that thing on her. I ordered a medium because I thought, well, the medium will go. Nope, got to go with a large. So I had to send it back. Good news is the new one will be here tomorrow. So it was
very good.
It was rather good. Let me throw a little message out there for those that know Buddy Davis, and I think that's just about all of us. I've been in contact with Gail Mitchell. Buddy was in a nursing home. I think Gail, catch me. Is it North Carolina? Anyway, he was in a nursing home out there. I want to say North Mercies. And Buddy right now is in Mission Hospital in ICU. He's not doing very good. Gail has been trying to get in touch with him. I tried to call him when he was at the nursing home, but I couldn't. The nurse told me he was there. They were going to get a message to him, but of course they didn't. But send a few good prayers and a few good thoughts out there to Buddy Davis. He needs them up there in the hospital, and we miss him dearly around here.
Yeah, I seen a biker Leo posted something on Facebook earlier, and mention him, and that's the first time. 'Cause like I said, hadn't seen him on Facebook or heard anything about him, which I really don't.
No, he dropped off the radar for a little while, and the next thing he popped up was at the nursing home. Thank goodness Gail Mitchell is staying with him, staying in
close. Was he in a car wreck?
I'm not sure.
It seemed like he was in a car wreck, and then that's about the last but I could be mistaken.
Well, I know he was in the nursing home, so he was in a controlled environment there, but he went from there straight to the hospital. So I don't know what precipitated that.
Not good.
You know, but man, our thoughts go out to you, buddy, and Gail, bless your heart for staying in touch with him. Oh man,
Blue Dot for you.
I'm telling you, this family is full of heartache sometimes, but it's the greatest joy for a lot of us. So it's a double-edged sword, just like anything else in life. Everything is. You know, you have the good and the heartache, and you know they all intermingle. So, but we all feel for Buddy. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Oh, Lord. No. I'm sorry. Yeah, just keep right on going. Thank you very much. Don't step on nothing. Go play with your babies. I got all 5 of them on the floor here now.
Kitties.
I had to because, 2 of them could jump out of the box, lickety-split. You put them in the box, boom, they're out of the box. And this is a big old laundry tub, slick sides on like a storage bin. And the other 3 can't. So then they're in there just crying their ass off because the other 2 are out there skating all over the place. So Dad has to take the other 3 out, put them on the floor here so they can all run around and play whilst I do the show. So I'm surrounded by cats right now.
Yep,
Yes, still. But progress is being made. We have names on the list, and they're going in to get cut just as soon as they give me the word. All they're going to have to do is text me the date to come in. And I bring them in the morning and come back and get them in the afternoon. And as soon as they take those 2, I have 2 more right behind them. Pearl and Khaleesi will be the 2 next ones.
So you do have names for them.
Yes. Well, Sissy just got her name yesterday because you have to have a name. And then we're thinking, well, what are we going to name Mama Cat out there? Because she's a real friendly Mama Cat, but she's had 2 litters out here, I know. And so Tyler said, well, how about Sissy? Hey, yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's that ticket. Sissy, come here, Sissy. And so,
well, John, I think the last time I was on the show and I was talking to you, I just watched an episode of that show Dirty Jobs on Discovery Channel.
Right.
And he was in Texas. I can't remember the town. It's a little suburb of Houston, I think. But they were at a clinic where that's their main thing. They were cutting cats, and they were talking about how many millions of feral cats there are in Texas, and it was just blowing my mind.
Good portion of my house.
They're doing hundreds of these cats a week.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like they got it down, got them lined up. They know what they're doing, and it's like a big production line.
When I first contacted them, they'd sent me back a message. How many traps do you want us to bring? So really, I kind of had to put the brakes on that, and I told them, I said, well, I'm not looking to get them all taken. I want to get them fixed as many as I can. I might have to turn some in for adoption. Maybe some of the kittens that we have could get adopted or something. But I didn't mean just come out here and put traps and take all my cats away.
John, this one lady, this lady was bringing in the cats, and I don't think she's the only one that's doing it, but she was in like one of those good-sized transit vans. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
And she had that thing full of cages. It was slap full of cats in cages. And it's like, this is what she did every day. And it's, my God. But like I said, they started talking about the numbers of feral cats in Texas. I'm like, and I just thought of you. The whole time I was watching that, I was thinking of you.
That's what I'm getting known for, the cat house down the street. I don't imagine the place that I'm going to, I can't remember the name of it. It's the South Texas something. It's on my phone. But that's what they do. And you make an appointment, you get on a waiting list, and it's constant all the time with these people. That's all they do is spay and neuter cats. And dogs, but mostly cats, she said.
But, I think it's that same night I was watching this guy on YouTube that goes around from state to state and tries his food. And he was in Texas, and he was at some barbecue place, and he was sitting outside eating his barbecue. And next thing you know, it's like, I don't know where all these cats come from, but I'm surrounded by cats all of a sudden. And sure as shit, there's all these cats around him. And that was the same night that show was on. I'm like, my God.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I have to get them all fixed because, I am overrun with them. Of course, to me, we never got a cat. The first cat that came here was a feral cat. Fed him. Well, more feral cats show up, and next thing you know, you got cats all over the place. And but again, we're to a certain degree, I don't mind. Cat food gets expensive after a while. But so does hay and everything, dog food and everything else I got around here.
Yeah, but horses or mules or donkeys,
they don't need as much as them cats do.
Don't breed as much as the cats
they don't.
do.
They don't multiply as much.
Exactly.
So we are in the process. And as I speak, my ankle gets attacked. No, we got to get it under control, and that's what we're doing. We're got appointments for them, but
well, you
it's
might have to give up a couple of them, John.
Huh?
Yeah.
You
might have to
I'm going to have to because I've got too many kittens right now. So if all the kittens right now grow up, that's 11 more cats.
No.
Yeah.
And 11 more cats can have how many more cats?
Yeah, let's not go there.
Exactly. It's exponential at that point.
Thanks, Rex. I appreciate that. No,
I think that officially qualifies you as a rancher at that point.
I feel like it. Head them up, move them out, except
cats.
herd cats, and that's the story of my life. Ain't it pitiful? But it's a good life. I like it. There's a lot of cats, but we have to take care of it, and we're in that process. When I say a lot, we're talking about 15.
That's a lot of cats.
That's
John.
a lot of cats. Yeah, when I came home today I had to go get 50 pounds of whole oats and horse treats. Because I went outside with a cookie earlier and Jenny turned her nose at it.
Really?
Yeah. It was some cookie I bought at this. No, it wasn't a ginger snap. I bought some cookies at the store that they're all right, but I didn't like them that much. So Marcia told me, take them to Jenny. Okay, so I took one out there to Jenny a little while ago. Nope. He kind of sniffed it.
I don't like them either.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
What's wrong with you?
So I had to go to the store and get horse treats, donkey treats. So she has no problem eating those. And they're healthier for her anyway. But, oh, hell yes, it's a zoo around here. I like it, though. Hey,
you know like
what?
Mints?
Huh? Go ahead.
Does she still like mints?
Yes, yes, I have them in my pocket. Yes, I do. I have them in my pocket, and you think I'm shitting you? Wait a minute. I want to give it. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, don't be sitting there. These things. Yes, I keep them in my pocket because she loves peppermints. Don't step on anything. Come on. Really? Look, you did something because the window popped up. Are you sure you want to shut down your computer? No. Cancel. Jesus, see what you're doing?
A cat.
Yeah, there's the danger right there. I was fixing to say something. Now I done forgot what I was going to say. Shit.
Well, now we know who's running the show.
Yeah, the cats. The cats. We're just a regular cat house here. Surprising, there's not red lights everywhere. Yeah, bunch of sluts. Anyway, that's what.
Slap those kitties.
Slap those kitties. They're so cute, though. All of them are out here. They're all laying there. Mama's laying on the floor now. And they're all coming over there and she's licking them. There you go. Life is sweet. Don't you wish your whole life was like that?
Yeah. John, I was doing some homework today.
Uh-oh. And?
Well, we talked about, maybe getting those 2 for Blues lined up ahead of time.
Yes.
And I was looking at, some of the different areas and who's going to be running where. Well, a lot of them haven't declared yet, so there's not a lot to look at.
And
but California, Diane Feinstein is retiring.
Right.
She
is done.
I believe
She's spent
Adam
a long
Schiff
time in there.
Adam Schiff has thrown his hat in the ring for that.
See, he's not on my list right now. So this list might not be updated, but there were 4 Democrats that threw their names in, and Katie Porter is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And there was 4
Barbara-
Republicans also so far that have thrown their name in the
Really?
hat. And one of the names stuck out to me, and I'm like, really? Is that really a real name?
Oh, pray tell. Who
Oh,
is
pray
it?
tell. So it's a Republican, and his name is Barack Obama Mandela.
Barack
Okay.
Mandela. Barack
No,
Obama
Barack
Mandela.
Obama Mandela.
Yeah,
I'd be a little
Yeah.
suspicious about where he got that name.
I'd be a little suspicious.
And I'd be very suspicious if he's a Republican. And why
He
would
is a Republican.
Well,
Yeah.
there are very few
He
serious
also
Republicans
claims to
in
be
California.
Jewish.
See?
That's funny.
Sure, his name isn't George Santos.
He is also
Right.
a person of color.
Well, see, there could be George Santos.
Right? Oh.
Lord
It's
have
the danger
mercy.
of not taking George Santos out in the steps and tossing him down the steps and saying, "Go away."
He has become, in my mind, the poster child for who the Republican Party really is.
Sure.
And what they're willing to do. They're willing to tolerate an outright disgrace, an embarrassment to the whole damn country. And they can't deal with that.
Well,
Well,
did you hear about Bo Barton Green? Apparently, they got in a physical fight in one of the bathrooms.
Yes, yeah. Had it out. Little cat fight in the bathrooms, man. Look, and again, look at that. Look at Bo Barton and Green, and throw George Santos in there. You know, that's who the Republican Party is. A bunch of liars, cheats, thieves. They'll say and do anything. We got Marjorie Taylor Greene, Miss QAnon, on Homeland Security now.
Yeah.
You know?
But I think Mr. Matt Gaetz is fixing to go through some things, from what the words are going around.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Apparently he's been having an affair with his press secretary, who
Oh,
I
great
can't
God.
remember
Really?
the guy's name. His press secretary is a guy, and apparently there's photos of this, and apparently his staffers have been in an uproar, thinking that the FBI is fixing to raid his office at any moment. Yeah, it's
Really?
all kind of so. Yeah,
The entertainment never stops with Republicans.
he's one of those. God, I want to see him just gone. I mean, it's
Again,
yeah.
I have Michael Clout.
Yeah.
So, it's hard for me to throw rocks, but Matt Gaetz, man, you know, it just tickles me. I don't care if he's gay. If he's gay, he should stand up. But just like George Santos, I mean, the Republican Party has made a history out of anti-LGBTQ legislation.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm surprised that I don't know. I shouldn't be. They sell their values for anything anyway. I always wonder, how can anybody in the LGBTQ community even be a Republican? I just don't understand that. But there are some. Go figure.
Yes, unfortunately there are. I mean, but you know, people vote against their own basic interest all the time.
Yep.
All the time.
And so, you know.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
So we can correct their ass.
Well, at least try to lead them down a better path.
At
you know.
least try to enlighten them somehow to see a broader vision of what this world is. And what
you
we
know,
can make it.
At some point, you just got to believe that some of them choose not to be enlightened. They indulge in their
Yes.
ignorance, and so you know, knock yourselves out with those people.
Those are what I call your diehard. When it comes to political, that's your diehard maggots. They don't care about it.
But we already know how they're going to vote, and
Yes.
that's fine.
Yeah.
It's those that are out there that are not voting that we still need to get to, because if they would just get on board and vote your best interest, there's more of us.
It's a
than there
battle
are
within
them.
the Republican Party right now. Let them have at
It
it.
is.
Let them knock themselves out, point fingers, and shoot at each other.
There's
Verbally
two of
speaking.
them that are were upset about the trying to keep is it Omar trying to keep
Yes.
or
Omar
Do I have
off
the
the
right
committee.
off a committee.
I
Well, there
saw
was
that
two
woman
people
Republican.
there.
I can't remember her name.
Well, it was that same woman
Short,
that I
blonde-haired woman.
said. Well, that same woman I said that was actually she's Ukrainian.
Yeah, she
Right.
definitely had an accent.
She voted not to kick the other two off their committees because she just doesn't believe that that's what them in Congress should be running around doing.
Right.
And it's not.
She also didn't when they actually did kick off a couple people that were Democrats on the last Congress thing, they kicked a couple people off and she was like, no.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't do that. You just don't do that.
The whole ideal of it all. And she's right. It shouldn't be a partisan ploy that, every 2 years, if the House changes party, that we're going to continue to do this bullshit. No. Nancy Pelosi had a good reason for kicking those two people off their committees.
Indeed.
They threatened violence. And that was the reason that they got kicked off.
They were part of the January 6th insurrection.
But what's his name that got kicked off? I can't remember what his name is right now. He got kicked off because he threatened AOC with a violent video.
Oh, that's Gozar.
Paul
Gozar got kicked off because he threatened and stupid Miss Three Letters runs around with the AR and doing videos about that shit and has just violent rhetoric all the goddamn time.
Well,
that's
listen to
why
this.
they got kicked off.
We got this Congressman Corey Mills from Florida. I'm fixing to post something in main discussion. But he's out here handing out 40mm grenades to people. And there's a note. Yeah, there's a note he wrote, and I'll share it in the main discussion, and y'all can read it.
I won't be able to see it, but go ahead. I'll see it later.
Okay, well,
those on Discord can't see it though immediately.
Yeah, but
grenades. I thought they were illegal.
Yeah, but the last part of the letter is I think he's on the American Service Foreign Affairs Committee, and in that spirit is my pleasure
the same committee they're trying to kick Iran off of.
Yeah, to give you a 40mm grenade made for the MK-19 grenade launcher. These are manufactured in the Sunshine State and first developed in the Vietnam War. Let's come together and get to work on behalf of our constituents. Honorably, Corey Mills. But yeah, the rest of the letter, whole letter is in there. But he's handing out hand grenades that got an elephant on them.
Pretty sure that violates buying, the legality of.
I'm assuming
it does say that they're inert.
I must say, they would have to be inert. It's a novelty item, but that tells you where their mind is.
But it's exactly. That's the point. It tells you.
That's what's scary is there's just too many of them, and January 6th is proof of just how far they're willing to go, and some of them have not backed off of that.
You know what the problem with January 6th is, John?
What, baby?
That none of them fuckers actually got hurt. Had any of them got hurt, they'd be singing a totally different tune up there.
Yeah.
That none of them fuckers got hurt, and that's why they're able to go out and do the stupid shit that they do. And the American people, nobody got hurt, so let's just.
I think a lot of people got hurt. I think democracy itself took a bad whipping that day.
Yeah.
John.
That's how come
it would have been different had those bombs that they never found out who planted that shit gone off, and people physically got.
If they had actually hanged Mike Pence,
senators and none of the rest of the House of Non-Representatives, that's what I call them now, the House of Non-Representatives, none of them got physically fucking hurt. Had that shit happened, they would all be singing a different tune.
So they weren't hurt, and they're not being held to account. They're not being held to account for their participation in this shit. That's what bothers me more than anything else, is we know that there were congressmen and senators involved in this plot. This whole plan to overturn the government with the fake electors and all that shit. 157 of them voted not to accept. On what grounds? On what grounds? Other than a conspiracy to try to deny.
The majority of them got their seats back. And that's a problem.
And nothing happens. That's the problem.
Yeah.
What's that movie? The calls coming from inside the house.
Yeah.
Where's the problem? It's inside the house.
Look in the closet.
Look in the closet, baby. Look at our house. Because it's sitting right there in front of us. If we don't hold the Trump administration and the people in Congress and in the Senate that were participants in this, then again, what the hell is our justice system for? Don't be jumping up here. I heard a purr. What is it for? What is it? Just it's something to give the people to placate them, to make them believe in this imaginary thing? Either we have a justice system
we're still hoping that Jack Smith comes up with something, because that's our only hope, or that Fonnie Willis comes up with something, because we're relying on the justice system to do its fucking part, but maybe it's broken too, because it sure looks like
it might be broken, but there are people I believe, including Fannie Willis down there in Georgia, who are trying to fix it. You know, this little thing with Donnie down in Georgia, this encompasses more than just Donnie. There were other people trying to make it.
And I get that part, John. But what year are we in now?
Yeah.
And how many years has it been?
Yeah.
And that's the problem with the Justice Department, is that it's fucking slow.
The wheels of justice turn slow, but at a certain point, like we always say, justice delayed is justice denied.
That fucker is still grifting. He's still grifting. And he's being allowed back on Facebook and Twitter and all the rest of his little grifting sites.
Oh, my God. Yes, he's going to be allowed back on Facebook and Instagram. Well, you know.
And in the meantime,
what are you going to expect out of that?
What you can expect out of it is his mini-me's keep running for office. That's what you can expect. And the shit show
and Ron DeSantis is a prime example. He's trying to out-Trump Trump. He's trying to be more outrageous than Trump. He thinks that's what, and he's not wrong. That's who the Republican Party is.
And he is being successful at being more outrageous in Florida than Trump. He is being successful at that.
He's got a lawsuit that's
he is doing pretty good at that.
I think so.
He is. He's got Jim Crow 3.0 going on down there.
Yep.
The lawsuit filed. DeSantis may be in for a real rough ride now.
Good.
I hope so.
Because he should not be on
what case was filed against him today?
Three kids. 3 students.
Yeah, the students.
Yeah. Okay. The one they had on TV yesterday, I think I saw them at a press conference. Is it about wait a minute, is it about the African American studies or the books?
Yeah, the studies.
The African American studies.
John, he literally said African American studies are not educational. They're not worthy.
They don't have educational value.
Yes.
That's what he said. It doesn't have education. Are you shitting me, Ron? Really? Doesn't have educational value? You know what doesn't have educational value? Ron DeSantis. He'll make you stupid, baby. That Florida's.
And here's the thing: we can ban Ron DeSantis by not voting for his ass.
Ron DeSantis, I don't think, and I've checked it out on several different poll levels. He is popular in Florida, but as a candidate on the national as national Republican, he's just like Trump. People are going to be scared of him. They don't want that shit.
Further they get away from Florida, the less popular.
The less popular he is. Yeah. You know, he is more popular in the South, around Georgia, around. Yeah.
But make no mistakes, he is trying to take his shit national.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah. No doubt.
And I'm sure Carrie Lake's going to be sniffing up his ass, too.
I think he's going to have lots of problems.
She isn't giving up in Arizona.
No, and what's her name? Out in South Carolina. What was her name? She was used to be.
Y'all want to hear something really scary?
Oh, no.
Fuck Trump and Little Miss 3 letters.
Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene is vice president. Can't you see it right now? Trump Green.
Y'all.
Yes. Oh, I hope they do. I hope they put together a team and run together. Because I don't think you'd get more people coming out of the woodwork on the left to vote against their ass. Nowadays. No, I don't think it'll fly, baby. There's both slap ass nuts if they think she could rise to that. Oh shit.
That's what she's thinking in her little pea brain.
She is. She's got those maggots. She's got those bloodthirsty maggots that are just drooling for Trump. But it's a minority within the Republican Party. It's not enough to carry him. Nikki Haley, thank you, Carolyn.
Yeah. Hey, John.
Yeah, but Nikki Haley's too smart for Trump.
She is. She is more. She is more of the intelligent part of the Republican Party. She is not one of these.
He can't have anybody that's smarter than him.
No, she's not one of these ones that lights her hair on fire and runs around the room. She's actually quite intelligent and well spoken. So yeah, she would be the responsible end of the party's pick, maybe. But
that's a stretch.
She's well, when as compared to the rest of them, yeah, as compared to Trump and Green and Bobart and Gosart, and the list goes on.
Mark Meadows is the less extreme.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna have to jump off here for the night, but I wanted to come in for a little bit because it's been a while since I've been on. I want to tell you happy birthday, and everybody else. It's good to hear from you, David, Bernadette, Miss Chick.
Take care, SC.
SC, take care of yourself, brother.
I will try to jump back here as soon as I can. Like I said, I've been
come anytime, brother. You're always welcome.
I've been trying to keep my distracted from a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Brag.
So I don't have much to talk about. So, but I will be back. I can't say when, but you'll see me again, or you'll hear from me again.
Good.
But
I gotta
go.
So
But I gotta go for tonight. But everybody, it's good talking to you. Like I said, happy birthday, John, and I'll talk to all y'all soon.
SC, take care of yourself, brother, and come back soon.
I will do my best, sir. Y'all take care.
You too. Bye.
Night.
Bye, SC.
See you, Bernadette.
Always enjoy having SC on. Always, yes, she is. Very
smart
cool.
dude.
Oh,
and
he's
brings
still listening.
a well-rounded
great guy. That's the ticket.
Florida.
He's always
so sad he's down there, but that is his
Florida needs SC. We need SC in Florida.
Florida needs more SCs.
Trying to take the edge off the rest of that bullshit we hear coming out of there. But Texas is no different. I got no room to talk about Florida. All I have to do is point outside my window.
John, being a Texan.
What's that?
Being a Texan, who do you think they're going to run against Cruz in 2024?
I want to say Beto O'Rourke again. I am inspired by that guy. He is, what Texas needs. He's young. He's energetic. He's got ideas, but I don't know. I haven't heard any indication that he's going to try to do it again. He ran up against Ted Cruz once and he lost. Huh?
I really would like to bump off Cruz. I'm really tired of that.
Tell me about it. He's sickening. He is the least liked senator in all of the Senate. Even his fellow Republicans don't like Ted Cruz. Nobody wants to go hang around with Ted Cruz. He's a jackass.
Actually, there are some people running against Ted.
Who have you heard so far?
Thank you, Mitch. I swear, Miss Chick, thank you very much.
Aaron, I have a hard time with some of these names. Aaron Argio? Do you know how to pronounce it?
Spell it again.
Arguijo? Argejo?
Alejandro?
No, there's
J-O
no
is usually my H-O sound.
There's no N's, though.
Oh.
Well, anyways, that's
that
one.
Guy.
John Love III, Healy Rodriguez Prilliman, and Sherry Taylor.
Now, are all these Republicans running against
Those
him?
are Democrats.
Oh, those are the Democrats.
I've heard of one of them.
There's Carlos Garza is a Republican running against him. Okay. And then there's Mason Suzuki, the Green Party.
Yeah, that's not a real serious candidate.
No, but
Not
at least,
Texas.
they try.
They try. They're always on the ticket, but not a chance in hell. No, I haven't taken a look yet at who's running it. Again, I was waiting to see if Beto O'Rourke was going to jump in again.
Not yet, but it doesn't mean he won't.
No, it doesn't mean he won't, and I don't think he's a quitter. Yeah. Hello, Suzanne Jarrett. Happy birthday, baby. I forgot it was my birthday the same day. John's getting old. Can't remember shit. CRS, is that what they call it? You suffer from CRS, can't remember shit.
Can't remember shit. Yeah.
It's pitiful. But
that's me most days.
Yeah, yeah. No, I've got my head full of so many things. It's like a sieve. Things leak out all the time, but you do your best. Whatever you can do. Keep what you can and let the rest go on without being too much of a burden.
And Joe Manchin has a couple of people from his own party coming up against him.
Good.
Yeah, good luck with that. You're talking about West Virginia.
Yeah.
Just got a lot.
Republican
got a lot of
state.
big.
I mean, they tolerate Manchin's ass.
So far, it's only 2 Republicans that are trying to unseat him. So
yeah, well, if Manchin ain't in that seat, it will be a Republican.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll either be Joe Manchin or maybe a Republican, but I think they keep Joe Manchin in there just because they know he's the ace up their sleeve. They can count on Joe to screw things up for us.
Take a really close look at the candidate who's running against Kirsten Sinema, the Democrat that is announced. He's a really neat guy, and his first initial commercial, his video, is well done. I think we have a serious challenger there.
Ruben Galeo?
Yeah.
Galego?
Oh, Galeo. Galeo, I think is how it's pronounced.
He's Filipino Hispanic, if I remember correctly. He's an immigrant story. He was determined to go to Harvard and found a way to go to Harvard and is really self put together in that sense. He's a neat candidate. He's an inspiring candidate. And it would be nice because, Sinema has been such a cynical. It's just really hard to deal with.
She hasn't committed yet, though.
No, she's going to run as an independent.
Yeah, she chose to run as an independent. Check out this theory, you guys, and tell me what you think about this. I heard this little theory the other day. That Joe Biden takes Sinema and gives her a high profile ambassadorship to some country there. She could go and make her little fucking money and get the fuck out the goddamn way. And because at that point, Katie Hobbs, who's now governor of Arizona, would have to appoint another person to seat that seat from the same party. So, naturally she went in as a Democrat, so it would be a Democrat. It would be probably Gallegos.
Oh, you bring up a wonderful scenario.
Get Sinema's fucking ass out of the goddamn way.
Do you think she'd take it? You think she'd take it?
I don't think she would.
I think if it was to the right space, like, I don't know, the Bahamas, because we need one for over there.
It could work. It could work for her.
To hide your money.
Because it could be. She could come back later with even more experience as an ambassador, as a senator.
Not only that, but give her something prominent where she could go and make her money and not be a senator and not be in the fucking way.
Because she has to be wounded in some degree when she quit the Democratic Party, goes independent. There's going to be a Democrat running against her.
She would follow some money. If she had the opportunity to go and make money in that position as ambassador, she'd fucking do that.
Jeanette Miller just said the same thing. She would follow the money.
Yep.
And it tells you who she is. But let her. I'm all for getting her ass out.
Watching her speak at Davos, where she dressed like a sheep, by the way.
Did you see that? Come on, really?
That's the crowd she wants to.
Yes, there it is. Her and Joe Manchin.
She's got big pharma positions lined up already when she gets out of office.
Well, why not get her out the way?
Why wait to get beat?
Be one way of getting her out of the way.
If you wait to get beat, then you lessen your price. You lessen your.
The question is, what country do we inflict her on? It's got to be somebody we don't like very much.
It doesn't matter. Just get her fucking ass out of the way, and then we can move on.
Let
and
her
then we
pick.
only have to worry about Manchin's dumb ass.
Let her pick. Where do you want to go, baby? Wherever it is, we'll send your ass there.
Let her go. Let her go.
We don't need you.
Still there?
I say somewhere close to hell, but that's just my personal preference,
I was thinking of Honduras, but yeah,
Somewhere
teeny tiny.
No,
Salvador needs somebody.
No, she ain't gonna take a shitty ass job because she'd rather stay in her little sweet position. You have to offer her something that's worthy of her taking. So go
She
ahead,
wants
make
the
her
money
ambassador
and
to
she
the
wants to
Bahamas.
keep her.
You know how much money gets hidden in the fucking Bahamas?
Oh shit.
Thank you.
Oh shit.
Let her go.
Yeah.
Give
Let
her
her
Ireland.
go,
It's
let
another
her
tax
go.
shelter.
Let her
Carolyn
go.
says
Let
Russia.
her
Send her to Russia. Well, that would probably be more up her alley anyway.
Well, they wouldn't take her right now.
Yeah, probably not. They don't want
I'm
We also
pretty
need to
sure
get
we
rid of
already
Rick
got an
Scott.
ambassador
We
for-
need to get rid of Rick
well.
Scott.
Daniel Arzo, thank you
Hopefully
for
the mothership-
subscribing, buddy. Huh?
Hopefully the mothership will come back for Rick Scott soon, and he can return to his people,
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
planet he's from.
Wherever he's
That man's an alien in a human suit. I almost guarantee that.
I'm telling you. We've got a
Well,
year.
there's a lot of people running against him.
We're nowhere near the election. It's already in the news. We're already having to discuss candidates.
And that's another problem we're going to have long term too. Is this constant election cycle.
Yeah.
What are we going to do to break out of it?
Yeah, it's been discussed around here because of several things, including Dianne Feinstein's retirement. This is never ending. So when y'all say y'all get to take a break, guess what? John don't get a break.
No,
John has to look at this shit every day.
There is no break.
No.
I think that exhaustion is part of the plan. Exhaust voters.
Well, it's working on me.
Well, we
But
need to
that's
keep
why-
the
that's
20
why-
blue seats we have, and we need to grab some of these 10 red seats that are up for grabs.
The Senate is really going to be a question in 24.
Senate's a tough road. Not impossible, but tough.
I don't think it's
The House
impossible.
is-
As a matter of fact, there's a possibility we could increase depending on how
strong
things go.
There are 4 really vulnerable seats that we could flip. Ted Cruz is one of them because his popularity is just in the toilet.
In the toilet, yeah. Nobody likes Ted.
They had started, if there was talk about who's going to run against him. I'm curious about Beto too, by the way, John. And Rick Scott's another one.
And Josh Hawley, I don't think anybody likes him much.
Hawley's got a real strong Democrat running against him.
He's been challenged, absolutely, and we need to 2 for blue that guy because fucking get Hawley's ass out the goddamn way.
No shit.
You get a chance to look at Brian Tyler Cohen's interview with him. It's really worth listening to because this guy's
I have not seen
strong contender against Hawley. Hawley, who's the Stolen Valor guy. This guy's a legitimate Marine. This guy is a legitimate family guy. Yeah, Hawley the Scuttlebug.
Yeah, the Scuttlebug boy. He runs like shit, don't he? Nobody can outrun Hawley. Jeff Carter says he's right. Yeah, he's
Mike Pence has a goofier run than Hawley, though. Did you see the video of him running and clapping?
No. I haven't seen
the late
I
night
miss
shows
out on all the good shit. I miss out on all the good shit.
It's funny. It's strange. But yeah, Hawley's vulnerable. There's 3 or 4 that are really we could look at.
Yeah, no, we could
chat.
definitely pick up several more seats in the Senate because of the ignorance of the Republican Party.
And it does look like they're going to shoot themselves in the foot for 2 years in the House.
Do we know whether Bernie Sanders is going to retire?
What's
He's not talking about retiring, but he doesn't.
I'm sorry, who?
He's independent, I know that, but he hasn't declared yet.
No.
He's not up for. Isn't he not up until like 2026?
No, he's up. He's up.
Okay. I don't know. He hasn't said.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. He's getting close to 80, or if he's not already there.
Who are y'all talking about? I missed the name.
Bernie Sanders.
Oh, Bernie. I don't think Bernie's going anywhere.
I think Bernie is still pretty sharp. I mean, even I put him up against being about the same age as Joe Biden. Bernie Sanders hasn't lost as many steps.
I don't think he's lost much of his support.
Well, I think he's pretty solid there in Vermont, too.
Yeah, I think in Vermont he's pretty solid. People look up to him.
The question is, does he want to do another 6 years? That's putting
right.
Yeah, from what I saw the other day, yeah.
I could see him.
He still has the passion, but it's it's like
like anything, it's going to wear on you.
Yeah.
It's like you want him to retire, but you need him. You need that voice.
Yeah.
Well, we're in the same position with Ruth Bader Ginsburg not to go, so we know what can stick around too long.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. You stay too long at the fair, you fucking die at the fair, and then
you get replaced, and it depends on who gets to replace you.
And one of the reasons I've been enjoying listening to Hakeem Jeffries so much in the House is because this is an exciting young politician.
Yes, he is.
Not just because he's well spoken and he knows his stuff, but he's got a good vision of leadership, which you don't see in the GOP at all. We don't have none there. This guy's got a definitive vision. I don't agree with him politically on everything, but I don't have to.
He's been around for quite a while.
Yes, he has.
And his family has been around for quite a while.
See, I'm looking at him for a possible presidential candidate someday.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Not saying 2024, but watch out.
At some point in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's people to watch, and I want to see more of these. It's kind of one of the reasons that I'm throwing my support behind Katie Porter so far for the Senate here in California.
I love her.
You know what I say for the Senate and for California.
Yeah,
we need.
I like Adam Schiff.
I like Adam Schiff. Katie Porter inspires me.
As much as I like Adam Schiff, we need to have more women in the Senate. First of all,
it's not a slight to Adam Schiff at all. I like Katie Porter. By the way, she's like a little attack dog. She don't let go,
and she's got fire.
Yes, she does.
And I think that she would work for not just California.
No, she would work for the country,
all the American people.
Yeah. She comes prepared too. I mean, this is a person that knows how to prepare for these things.
Now, Barbara Lee, she ain't no slouch either. No. She too would work for all of America, and she has a lot of experience.
Isn't it nice when we have good choices to make amongst good people?
Woman, and to be honest with you, I'm ready for a woman as a governor too. Put a woman in charge. Hello.
Who would you run here in the state for that?
Hell, this country's ready. We're way behind to have a female president.
Well, let's
every
say
country in the world's had female presidents.
Katie Porter or Barbara Lee hasn't, made that seat in the Senate. Either one of them would be fine for governor.
Yeah.
Also.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. California's so weird when it comes to those things. It's very hard to predict. I think Gavin Newsom's running for president. Not real sure.
He could. He could.
We need more women in the Senate, y'all. We need for that old white man's network to be busted up. We need
Gavin
more
Newsom
women
could run, but he would motivate the right also.
The Senate.
Well, sure, but it's funny because he's been almost Trumpian in the fact that he triggers the right. He goes out of his way to trigger him, and he doesn't mind doing it. He will do it intentionally. I've gotten a kick out of a few.
Yeah, no, he would run,
he would trigger the right.
He would trigger the right heavily. He would be the woke Democrat.
He would do the same thing. Adam Schiff triggers the right. Gavin Newsom is going to trigger the right also. Trust me on that.
But you know what? They're going to be triggered by anybody. They're going to find a way to be triggered. They're so predictable in that.
Those fuckers trigger themselves, to be honest with you.
Before we deal in 24, we got to deal with 23, and 23 has to deal with the fucking insurrection. If we don't get that shit out of the way, how is anybody supposed to look at the election of 24 as something that is going to go smoothly? I don't think so.
I'll tell you this so far. We've had more successful prosecutions for seditious conspiracy than maybe ever.
That is true.
And those are hard to get.
Extremely difficult to get. They knew it going in, and they've gotten, 6 now? On sedition, on seditious conspiracy.
And we'll know 7 more soon. We'll never know 7 more within a week or 2.
Yeah.
The Proud Boys, the Boogaloo Boys, these groups.
Yeah, Bubba's Backyard Brigade, all of them. It's who they are. Oath keepers. Who's oath? Not the oath you took when you went in the military, buddy.
A higher oath. It's an oath to God.
They need to be exposed for what they are. They're just they're fake patriots. They scream how they love America and then try to destroy it.
Seditionists.
It's not the America they want. Their particular idea. They don't give a shit what the collective thinks. It's what they want. Fuck you. That's not what America's built on, baby.
And the worst part about them is they don't want to go through the proper channels to make changes. There are ways to make changes in this country if they really want to see them. You put out the vote. You go through the do what a democracy does. And because they're impatient with that and they don't like that, they want to cheat. That's all they are.
Well,
cheaters.
and they've been told by people like Steve Bannon, because that's his main goal, is to destroy the U.S. government. And they've been listening to him rant and rave every fucking day when he should be sitting in jail.
Yeah, I'm still curious why he's not.
That part.
Yeah.
That part. But that's that's where they get this shit from. I could go out and I could just burn the whole fucking place down, and then we'll rebuild in our own image without the others. And if you're not a white man, you're an other.
You're not a straight white male. You don't count.
You don't count, baby. Where are you going now? You're just going to lay there?
Okay. I'm a fascist.
Lay there and be pretty. You're good.
Adds to it. I still want to see his connection with what happened down in Brazil, because he was mixed up with that. This is not Bannon puts you on the global scale of going around to these right-wing movements around the world.
Oh, he's been all over the world.
Yeah.
He bought a mansion over in Italy.
Shouldn't he be in jail?
This shit.
Shouldn't he be in jail? Oh, baby, come on.
He did get convicted. Yes, he did. Yeah. He was serving. He's supposed to be serving his time, but I don't know. He's got an appeal or a pardon or something on plate.
Justice delayed is justice denied.
Yeah, well, see, even when you do get justice, John, what good is it if it's not carried through?
If it doesn't carry any weight to it. Like, he could give two shits.
This FBI agent who has ties to Oleg Deripaska, who had ties to, Mitch McConnell and fuck Trump. And that whole same person. And now we got an FBI guy who was working for this motherfucker, and they're all in on it. And it'll be another 3 years before we come to a
That's what's
conclusion
pitiful,
on that.
is the people involved in this shit.
Yeah.
FBI
if I was the president, I would be leery of my Secret Service.
I'd be a little, there's more reason nowadays to pay attention to it, isn't there? And it's something that really I don't think anybody ever really thought about until recently, until the last 6 years.
You didn't have a reason to think about it, because the Secret Service, we have always known them to be there to do a job regardless of party.
The guy that jumped in front of them take the bullet. We saw it all in the movie.
Maybe they'll fall down when that bullet gets shot.
Maybe
instead.
so. Maybe they'll duck.
Yeah.
Maybe be the ones holding the gun.
That can't be.
I had to tie my shoe at that moment.
But like I said earlier today, we have some fixing to do in this country. And this thing in the police department in Memphis is a prime example of, what is wrong.
I both do and do not want to see this video. I know it's coming out tomorrow.
I know it. I don't want to see it, but you're going to have to. I have to.
They're pumping the country up and priming the country to, I'm not exactly sure for what, but if this is as bad as they say it is, and I believe that it is, because I've never seen action taken so swiftly amongst these guys, that even the police union is not standing up for these guys.
That was the first indication that we had that you knew this was going to be serious. Is A, they were fired, and B, you heard nothing from the police union coming out saying, "Oh, wait,
that might have had something to do with the color of their skin too."
That may well be within the blue.
They're not.
Because
if you ask me why any black person serves on a police department, I'd have to question that, because police departments in this country were first made out of slave patrols. That's your first police department.
And indeed, I believe, I don't know about y'all, but I think Marsha and I yesterday checked out, I don't know which one it is, Netflix, I think the series starts today. There's a series on the 1619 Project. And
I think it's Hulu.
Is it Hulu? I don't know. Marsha,
I think it's Hulu.
Yeah, we looked it up. Marsha wants to start watching that. And we watched the trailers yesterday on it and everything. It looks like a fantastic,
if we don't reconcile with the history of this fucking country, we can continue going on, and we'll continue going on a road that's down the wrong road, because we won't clean this shit up.
If you're not going to discuss it, you're not going to learn it.
And your governor and everybody else is just adding fuel to the fire that keeps it fucking going. DeSantis and down in Florida, they removed the statue, and when the statue came down, it fell and crumbled. And these fuckers down there, now that they have Republicans in place, they want to put the statue back together and put it back up where it was. Okay, this is like a Robert E. Lee or some bullshit like that, you know, some Confederate statue that gravity took effect when it came down and it smashed his shit, as well it should. And now they want to piece it back together because they stored it and resurrect this fucking statue to.
They try to make it into something it's not.
Lost the fucking war. They lost the war.
They lost the fucking war as well. They should have, and they fought against this country, against the ideals of America that we stand for today, huh?
We all know how they handle losing.
Yes, not very well at all.
Well, this is 2023. That war's been lost for a long motherfucking time. It's time to get the fuck over that shit. Okay?
Well, you know what really gets
we can't get over it until we deal with it.
Yeah, well, the Electoral College is a remnant from that shit. And as long as we continue to have that in our electoral system, there it is. You know, we continue with this white supremacy bullshit in this fucking country. And I'm sorry, and I even used the wrong term. It ain't white supremacy. It's white nationalism.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Built upon white supremacy.
I'm sorry, but this is one of the reasons why I've been quiet for a while, is because it continues on, and this is 2023, and we're still dealing with white nationalists in this country, and we won't call it for what it is. We don't have a domestic terrorist law in this land, so people can keep dying by guns. We're not going to do anything about guns. We're not going to do anything about any fucking thing in this country until we start changing the people up at the top who, like DeSantis, got in a fucking job because he lied his way in.
Which is typical.
John, can I do a quick plug here?
Sure, go ahead.
And I'm sorry for ranting, but
no, baby, you rant here anytime you want. I love your rants. Go ahead.
Understandable. A lot of stuff up with YouTube right now and YouTube creators and demonetization. I want to encourage everybody that can, and because it's a much steadier form of support, to remember that John has a Patreon and doesn't ask for a lot, $1 a month support. Yeah,
it is greatly in cats.
And Patreon's proving to be a more steady support for the creators. I know we can support them through YouTube still, and I encourage everyone to do that. But I also want to encourage everyone, take a look at John's Patreon. Join the list that he's running right now. And it's just because YouTube's doing some strange shit.
Yeah, I quit running ads on my YouTube. I don't, because a lot of people want it irritates the shit out of people when you have a 4-minute video and there's 2 ads in there. So we forego the ad money.
And I just want to put out there that hitting the like button really does help the algorithms, and it really does help the show. That you can do rather easily.
Right now, as a matter of fact, you can hit it.
You can hit the like button whenever. You can wait till the show's over and hit the like button. Hit the like button. It really, really,
it
really
does, because those algorithms.
Okay.
I took a big hit on TikTok again. Remember, I told you all the other day, last Friday, I uploaded the video without thinking that I did not edit it for TikTok, and boy, howdy shit, that it's like a torpedo in the side of your boat. One day you're getting 1,000, 2,000 views or whatever. The next day you get 5. What happened? They just don't. You mess up and they do. But anyway, I appreciate that very much. Patreon is
Patreon is a great way to support the show. It's not. It's no big deal. Like $1 a month.
And because it comes in,
put on the list. You're a sponsor of the show. That is truly greatly appreciated, and that's why your name gets to go up.
That's why your name goes up there. Travis keeps that list updated. Because every month, because we are so proud of our Patreon members. We do not ask for donations on this show. We appreciate every donation that's made. I can't stress that enough. Believe me, I ain't shy. you're helping to pay my bills because this is what I do. It's either this or Wally World, and believe me, I'd rather be talking to you than going to Wally World. But besides that, I don't want to.
Hey, Wally World
Bart
just
Lawson was
upped
asking
their
how you get
pay
to pay
scale.
on Patreon.
What's that, David?
Bart Lawson was asking over on YouTube, how do you get to Patreon?
Gee,
go to patreon.com.
That's a good question.
I
think you could.
Texas.
I think
go ahead.
You could go to a bluedotintexas.com, and I think the link to our Patreon and to our Discord are there. So if you go to a bluedotintexas.com, again, while you're there, follow the link for Discord. You can come in and join the conversation anytime you like. We're proud to have you. But yes, I think you can. That's the easiest way for me to say it.
Also on the bluedotintexas.com webpage, they've got a link right on the first page to Patreon.
There you go.
Also to Discord, there's a Discord link.
T-shirts.
So you can get everything there.
Place you can just make it one time.
I'm hoping. But yes, the Patreon is something. It comes in, as do the chat. The chat donations come in on the 21st of the month. The Patreon comes in on the 1st of the month. And when that happens, then I can actually use it to pay bills instead of, if you donate it today and I get it today, gee, I have to spend it on groceries tomorrow, and it doesn't work out that way. So this way it does. We stay afloat by the donations on the show. We really do. And we appreciate every donation we get and every Patreon member we have. But it's not a requirement. You come in here, baby, you're welcome in here. You don't have to pay a dime anywhere.
That's how you get to the Patreon. I just put a link in the chat for everybody.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
I don't have those capabilities. I'm not.
Yes, you do. You
no,
just
I
don't.
Know no, and I don't want to learn them. I have a son. That's what I have. I can call him anytime in here and go, "Hey, this ain't working."
I get paid the big check with all the zeros on it.
There you go. That's it.
Any other numbers but zeros.
All of them are zeros, baby. All of them are zeros.
We need to get you one of those cash register button push things with just the pictures of stuff on it.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
Patreon logo, you push that. You got the slap logo, push.
Well, that's what these buttons are in front of me, but they don't work. Some of them all the sound are working. The important ones, such as.
I just need you to shut the fuck up.
That's important.
Oh, better lower that. That's my favorite song. Whenever I really get irritated at something I just read, and I'm sitting there and I'm trying to chill out, maybe smoke a little something, that's what I'm thinking. Shut the fuck up, you asshole. What are you even doing on my show? Anyway, I love it. What's up?
So, now you don't have any excuse not to click on the Patreon link and donate $1 a month. It gets taken off of a credit card or debit card or however you set it up. But my God, you guys, it's $1.
Thank
it's
you.
$1, and you
I
get
appreciate
access to so much. You get your name up on a list. It gets to run for 20 minutes at the end of the show, and everybody knows who's supporting the show because every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. So
join us over in the Blue Room and Discord.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There's where the party is. Come over to the Blue Room. You think this shit is fun? Go over to the Blue Room after the show. Holy shit!
Exactly.
we have great conversation over there, and it's just a continuation of this Blue Dot family, and everybody on this chat that goes by every night. You're so much a part of this show. Even though you may not come on the Discord, your voice not by actually being here verbally, but your heart is, and we know it. Anyway, all that other mushy shit, I'm not good at that crap. Anyway.
Besides, I got an important question to ask all my Texan friends over in the Blue Room tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Why in the hell were you guys smashing your TVs when the Cowboys lost? What was up with that?
Yeah,
lunacy right
Texas
there. I can understand being upset.
Long necks and losing games. I ain't ruining my TV. I can't afford to buy another one. Shit. No.
Yeah, that's my thought.
Yeah, no.
Sports ball people are weird. I swear, they just
I don't know
they win. They burn things in the street. They lose. They burn things in the street.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's sports ball. Go figure. I don't know. It was disheartening. I had hopes this year, but as in the last several freaking years, dashed again. But it keeps us driving. You can't give up just because you lose. Hell, Not in football. You got to come back the next year. Not in politics. Beto O'Rourke's shown us that. He's lost several times. I don't think he's done. I think he's going to come back. Because we have to keep.
Dak didn't lose that game himself.
What's that?
Look at. Don't blame poor Dak. Dak didn't lose that game himself. Look at how well your team did.
No, team did good. They look good.
So 2023, you're not going to the big game. There's 2024.
2024, baby.
Be positive.
That's it.
It was a good game. You played us.
It was.
Best team in the NFL.
It was a good game.
Tough.
And it hung on to the end, too.
Makes us ready for the Dirty Birdies all that much more. So thank you, Texas. Thank you, Dallas.
All right, don't rub it in.
It was a good practice game.
It's a good practice game, yeah. We sharpened your skills, that's all.
That's right.
We got you ready for the big game. We're doing our best out here for the cause.
I would get a new kicker, though. Just saying.
Just saying. I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight and joining us. Thank you so much for making this Blue Dot family what it is, because it's not my handsome face or my lovely voice that's doing it. It's this family that does it. Anyway, what happened? Where did somebody go? Somebody left. There were 5. Huh? Oh, SC left. SC was in here. He left, yes. I knew there was a square missing up there. That's all I can see.
It's Hollywood squares.
Yeah, it's Hollywood squares up there, and they're big ones too. So I know somebody's missing.
Lost Paul Lynn.
I have to squint. I know the pictures are there. So that's
sometimes there's 2 in a square.
I know it. Really, I'm going to get my eyes checked soon. I have to. I told my son the other night. Joe Garcia, again, a big thank you to him and his wife Maria, who yesterday Joe called me. Yesterday evening. And he said, John, I'm on my way to your house. What are you doing, Joe? He said, well, I told you I was going to bring you some green enchiladas. I said, no, man, you don't drive over here. This is too late, dude. He said, no, I want to make sure you get these hot. And I said, well, no, piss on that shit. I'll come get them. I'll come get them. Just stay there. And I did. I jumped in my car last night and drove over to Joe's house and went in. And Maria had these 2. Well, I took pictures of them, put them on Facebook. A whole big tin, right out of the oven of green enchiladas, and another big tin. Half of it was rice, the other half was refried beans, and they were burnt. Yes.
Did you put it in food porn?
I have a picture. I'll put it in food porn.
All right, because if it ain't in food porn, it ain't on the internet.
Oh man, I'll have to. I'll get Travis because it's on my phone. I'll have to get Travis to get it off my phone and put it in. Oh wait, never mind. I think I can do that.
Thought somewhere.
I'll get, see, I don't need to be ticky. I'll have a son. But we ate last night, and again today, we finished them all. I was just stuffed. She is an amazing cook. She really is. As a matter of fact, we were discussing with Joe liking the barbecue and Maria cooking the way she does. They should open a restaurant. And people should be.
John, I hope you get fat for eating all that food and not sharing with the rest of us. I hope you get fat.
It's good, man. It was great. I want a big thank you to both of them.
His metabolism, he's skinny as a rail, but I hope he gets
I need
fat.
it. I need the weight, so. Feed John, that's the thing. There you go. Anyway, I want to thank all y'all for coming in. David, thank you, brother, for coming in and joining us tonight. Your conversation is always an addition around here, buddy.
My pleasure, sir.
And Miss Chick?
Yes, John.
Thank you for coming in, and thank you for being that Wikipedia for us so much. I started opening Wikipedia. Really, over here on my iPad. I thought, well, I need to keep this open just so I can inquire. Inquiring minds want to know. But I'm not fast enough. It's either one thing, either talk or type. I can't do both. So, thank you for being a fact checker there.
I'll try and be consistent, but sometimes
You are.
She's really good at that.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And
oh, stop.
Oh, we're making you blush. Well, we appreciate it. And Bernadette, as always, darling, thank you. I hope all is well.
Everything is good up here. We've had a little bit of sunshine, and so I've been out in the yard and making my hay fever go crazy and preparing for
and Dominic's doing well?
Garden. Dominic's doing good. He started his third semester in 7th grade, and so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
We're doing okay. Things have calmed down a little bit out there where he goes to school at, so that's a good thing.
That is a good thing. Well, Bernadette, love you, baby. Thank you for being here. And And I love all of you in this Blue Dot family, so thank you for making this part of your bi-weekly night, whatever it is.
And I will say that if I get a link on Buddy Davis, I will try to incorporate that and to put it in the chat or on Discord so that we can reach out to Buddy Davis because
and again, Gail Mitchell, thank you
absolutely
for staying on top of that and keeping us informed on how Buddy's doing. So a big thank you to her too. Anyway, I love y'all. It's Thursday, so we all know Manana is Beer and Bud Friday, so long as we keep it off of TikTok.
All right, I got my bud.
There you go. So put the beer on the ice, get the bud ready, put in the bowl if you're so inclined. If not, tune in anyway, and let's get ready for a weekend. We know big news is coming out tomorrow, and so let's be prepared for that. And hold on to your britches, baby. But remember, we're the only ones that can make this any better.
Hey, come on. We only need 6 more likes on YouTube.
Only 6 more likes and we can get to what?
Hit the like button. Come on.
6 people out there could hit the like button. I know. What, you don't like us? Really? Anyway, I love you, whether you hit the like button or not. Thank you for being here and being a part of it. Y'all say good night to everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We will. Oh, that's right. I got to get these buttons fixed. We will do it again on Sunday night. Y'all take care of yourself. Until then,